Alright guys, so let's get back to the first um I'm sorry. Alright guys, so let's get to the first core scripting video of Lua Roblox scripting channel. And here I'm not gonna be teaching anything, I'm just gonna show you the sources of where you can study by yourself and maybe cover your doubts or try to solve them by yourself, because I know I can't really type my replies to all the comments within seconds, so it might take days or something, or hours or something. But yeah, you should be sure to like solve your own doubts by yourself. So that's when you learn scripting, and don't go ask ChatGPT or something, because I'm pretty sure that you guys won't understand what ChatGPT says unless you know what you're doing. And yeah, so let's get back to the video. So in one of my videos, I've talked about services, introduction to services in Roblox Studio. So the player service. So all these things you can see here, they are called services. So workspace is service, players is a service, lightning, all these are services. So it's written service here, right? So like service right here, and then start a player service, team service, sound service. So what I mean by that is like, imagine you are in a museum, and then in the museum there are many categories. So one place is like dinosaurs, the other place is maybe stones, the other place is maybe civilizations, and the other place is like maybe war related stuff, like the antiques found in wars or something. So those categories you can say as such as war, dinosaur, stones, whatever, those are called as services, and whatever is inside those services, they are called as events. So the dinosaurs, they how they all got cleared out. There's a saying that there's like a meteor strike, and then that's basically an event, like, right? So if you're trying to understand what I'm trying to say, that's good. But if you don't worry, I'm going to tell you right now. Yep. So head over to the VO tab, and then let me just find it real quick. Yep. And then click on this thing called is, it's right here below the show title. It's called object browser. So just click on that, and then you should be getting a different tab right here, and a really big scroll bar, really big one. So these things which you can see here, they're called as wait they're called as instances. Okay, so there's a thing like, wait, let me tell you properly. So if I'm not wrong, these purple things, they are called as instances. And if you have watched my previous videos, instances are like the ones you just place by clicking on the plus sign, and then these stuffs. So whatever you place, these are called instances, all these stuffs. Okay, so instances are basically the things you put inside your game, like the walls or something, or the car, whatever they are called, instances. And then, so there's a combination of services and instances here. Let me just find a good service right here. Just give me a second. Okay, so I've picked out the user input service. So that's basically a service, and you might be having the doubt as to why there's no user input service in this. Basically, there are few services which are not listed in the Explorer, and they are basically inside the game itself. So you can't really have it in the Explorer tab. So some of them you gotta really by heart or just understand them. And yeah, so these are the main core services. There are other less useful services such as user input service. And yeah, this service is used to take input from the um, character or the player. So if we clicks on H on your keyboard, you want to do something like if the player clicks H on their keyboard and you want to do something like throw a fist punch or something, so that's when you use user input service. So you detect the key pressed and then check if it's equals to H, and then you just put the punching script on that. And yeah, so where I was, this is user input service, and all these things you can see here, they are called as instances. So it's a member of an instance. Okay, what it says that it's like a property. So I think you must have understood what I meant by property in my previous videos. If not, let me just tell you real quick. So these things are properties. So if you just click on workspace or something, or any instance such as atmosphere is an instance, and these are properties: density, offset, achievable, name, parent, color. These things are properties. So in the user input service there are properties which is destroy, find first ancestor, find first child, all this stuff. These things are called as properties, and it's quite easy to understand because you can just read it from it. Returns the first child of the instance for whom instance is a returns true for the given class name. So I have already spoken briefly about what is a child, what is a parent class, what a class is, what a service is in my previous video. So just kind of go check that out and you'll be able to understand this. And yeah, let's get back to the events. Events are these are events. So let me just find it. No, I'm so sorry. This lightning, can you see this bold kind of icon? So these are events. You gotta just scroll down and you'll find events. So input began, event, input began, instance input, bool, game, process event. So this is it's the parameter, it's the arguments which you'll put inside of the service when you're declaring it, and the input is basically the input you're taking from the user, and game process event is like when the player is doing two tasks at a time. So that is when you use game process event. I am just telling you very in a short way. You don't really have to fuck up your mind to understand what is this and that. And yeah, you can just read the summary here. Fired when a user begins interacting via a human computer interface device such as a mouse or gamepad. So it's simple, it's really simple to understand. And if you want to really use this, you can just go to server script service, or yeah. So some of these things, it's kind of like a little complicated because you got to be knowing which comes in which type of script, because there are two types of scripts. It's namely local script as well as script. Okay, so script, local script. So these kind of things, it just comes with experience. So I can't really make a list of what is there in local script or script because it actually varies a lot. So some of the services you can use it in both, whereas this user input service you can only use it in local script and you can't use it in a script. So there are small minute details which you should be paying attention to while scripting. And if your code is completely fine, I think there might be an issue with you using the local script or the script. So there might be a misunderstanding or a confusion between where the service is available in the local script or script. In my previous videos, I've explained what are local scripts and scripts. So yeah, kind of go watch that out. Yeah. So this is a place where you can get services, and like all the services in the game in Roblox Studio which you can use to make a game, as well as all the events under that service. So input change, input ended, jump request, pointer action, whatever. I've not even used all of these, but yeah, I have knowledge about these. I've never really used it. So yeah, these pink color you can see right here, you don't really have to pay attention to that when you're dealing with services, but when you're dealing with instances, you gotta really pay attention to that because these purple things are the properties, and as I told you, properties of instances, they play a really big role in your game. So let's say if I just increase the glare of this game, of this workspace, it becomes like this. So the services, you don't really have to worry about the properties, because in this lightning, this is a service, by the way. Lightning is a service. So if I really change the clock time, it's just gonna change globally, which is not really a big change, because if I just increase the shadow softness, it's not really a big change, because you can see right here the shadow just increases and decreases. So for the instances, you gotta pay attention to the properties, and for the services, just pay attention to the events. And for the core services, pay attention to the properties, because yeah, just like, how do I say it, the core services, pay attention to the services of core. Wait, let me word it out properly. Pay attention to the properties of the core services as well as the instances or the objects, and pay less importance to the properties of the less useful services, such as user input service, run service, whatever, heartbeat service, or whatever. No, it's not heartbeat. I just something, okay? I don't really know. So I can't really say it in my head just by saying like this. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys understood what I'm trying to say here. I'm just trying to brief you out like how you can learn by yourself without really using YouTube or any document or anything. And if you really have like um certain problem with this, you can, like, just don't hesitate. You can reach me out in the comment section in the YouTube video, and I will reach you out. And if it's like a really, if you're really too shy or introvert to ask it, then you can maybe go for ChatGPT, or just search it up in the Google, because I believe there's a documentation of Roblox for almost everything. So like how to place a part in a workspace. So there's everything in that. Just go search that up, read it up, and yeah, I'm just gonna say it now. If you're not doing any pain, there's no gain, okay? So if you're not sacrificing your time, you're not gaining anything. So just don't sit there lazy, and just get your ass up, man. Just get your ass up, start studying, or just start doing some stuff. That's how you're gonna make Robux. I know you have came here for Robux, fame, or whatever, popularity, or you just wanna make a game. But yeah, most of us, they come here just to get Robux. And yeah, I believe if you have the dedication, the right dedication, and the right amount of hard work, you can actually achieve anything. Alright, so I'm gonna be signing off for today. I've made 2 videos for today, including this one. So yeah, I'm really sorry for the late upload of videos, because I was really busy with my personal life. I was writing my 12th grade, and now I'm in college first year. And yeah, things are really going good. I joined this hostel, and it's like my first time here, but it's all fine. So I found time for you guys, and I just decided to start the YouTube channel again. Please make sure to like share this video with your friends, so I get motivated to upload more. At least like 50 views is fine. I'm okay with 40 views. Yeah, I'm just okay with that. Just watch it fully, okay, and comment down if you have any problem, or make sure to add my Discord username. I must have pinged it in my previous videos, so you can just check that out. And yeah, stay tuned guys. Bye bye.